that'll be good because I have some ideas of what I'm going to use it for. But we really do need it because I have to get some important documents to get some stuff going. Once we get this stuff going, you know, and things work out, you know, we'll be one step closer to our home, our house. You know, no more having to rent. Whee! That's exciting. You know, I'm not renting anymore. I'm gonna just make the YouTube video I was gonna make first before I start making videos. Make my YouTube videos, keep my head down. I don't have to deal with anybody. If TikTok gets banned, great. I don't have to go live anywhere. Okay, I got a bone to pick. How is Jason Nash able to go live and I have an OG badge on Favorited? What's wrong with you, Favorited? You have Jason Nash on your app that you promoted as a top creator, but I can't go live. They still haven't fixed my stuff. It still says starting live and then it loads. And if I was to go tell them something, which I did message them privately on the side, they still haven't answered. Oh my God, why is it so itchy? Why is it? Anyways, it's still in its beta program, but they had to go in and fix it manually. There was other people in the Discord that said theirs just says starting live, and then they said, hold on, they fixed it, and then they said, now try it. Mind you, people harassed them in the Discord about me. They harassed them. And because of that, I had to send a photo and be like, hey, I'm black or whatever. I shouldn't have to do this, but you know. And I explained to them and I said, nothing they're saying happened on your app, because it didn't. And I received no response because I said I can't go live. It says starting live and it's loading. And so if that's the place everyone's gonna go to for live streams, I'm one of those people. I was able to go live there and now I can't. And it bothered me because I'm like, how is Jason Nash allowed to go live? But I'm an OG. I've been there since the beginning when it started. I have my OG badge. And it took my streak away too, because I had a streak. Every day I was in there with my streak and it literally went back down to 1. And I said, I'm not even gonna tell them that it messed up my streak because they're not even answering me. It's like, it's so crazy. I have an OG badge on Fortnite. I'm on Fortnite. On Favorited. It says OG. Because I'm an OG. I was there in the early stages of Favorited before everyone decided to switch over because TikTok's going to be banned. But I was able to go live and now I'm not. Ooh, let me have some chocolate. Get some. Get some. You're the one who grabbed it first. It just literally bothers me because it's like Jason Nash is very controversial. But yeah, I can't go live. Okay, Favorited. I'll see how they are. Yeah, but you have to understand that when it comes to Favorited, right? I didn't do anything on their app. I just addressed my situation. I didn't violate any guidelines. I was doing my makeup and that's all I did. That's exactly what I did. I didn't even do anything on their app. What people were saying I did wasn't even on their app, it was on TikTok. So they still have to fix my page. Because why is it that they're not answering me, right? Considering people was like, oh, she's racist, don't allow her on. First of all, I didn't say anything racist on their app when I went live on their apps. All I did was my makeup. And let me tell you something. If you're priding yourself on being an app that doesn't have so much restrictions, then don't lie. Because if you're blocking me from going live for the violations I did not commit on your live, then you have some restrictions. Then you're as strict as TikTok. You can't make it up and be like, well, we're never going to be as strict as TikTok. And then do it. And then, you know.
Open this candy.
I'm sorry about that. I accidentally swiped out. But if you are going to say like, hey guys, we're less strict than TikTok, then be about it. Don't lie to people, because they do have certain restrictions, which I understand why. No nudity, no racism of any kind, and no violence, no threatening of violence. But what gets me is that people was threatening me with violence and I couldn't even block them because it's supposed to work. Even if it's in the beta stages, they said it's supposed to work. How is it that people are allowed to threaten me, but I'm the one that's being targeted? It doesn't make sense. I'm being threatened on your app, but yet threatening is not allowed. That makes no sense. Favoritism needs to get their ish together. And if it's true that the owners of Favoritism are racist, then you shouldn't be saying that to anybody then. You shouldn't be going after anybody for that. Or whatever else. Somebody sent me some stuff on the people of Favoritism. Well, they didn't send me stuff, they told me. They told me that the owners of Favoritism are racist. They said a bunch of stuff about them of Favoritism, and I said, well, I don't know anything about that. Because I just went there because that's where everyone's gonna go when TikTok gets banned. I don't know anything about that. Because they just told me, they didn't show me anything. I think they said they were ableist too, but I don't remember. I'm like, I don't know nothing. So, there's a guy, I don't know if he went live on their app. Trigger warning. He beat this woman on live. And I don't think it was TikTok, because they went into the favorite Discord and they called him out and they said, you need to remove this guy. How is he beating up women on live stream, but I can't go live? And I messaged them a while back and said, hey, my thing's broken, like I can't go live, it's scrolling, because everyone was saying they had that issue. No response. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna go in the Discord and say my live stream is broken, because then people are gonna start writing these stupid comments and start harassing. And then be like, you don't deserve to have your live stream. I'm glad they didn't fix it. Like, hello? My leg hurts. I'm not breathing heavy. It's just my leg because it's sore. Like, it just bothers me. Because it's like, if you're priding yourself, right? Let's say I made an app and I'm like, it's less lenient than TikTok. Everyone should have access to go live. I didn't violate their guidelines, and when I went live on their app, the only time I went live was to do makeup. They could go back and look at my lives. I only addressed people. I addressed my situation, which does not violate guidelines, because I didn't threaten anybody. I didn't say any racial remarks on my live streams, which black people can be racist, which is crazy. Nor did I show any nudity. They could go back and see that. You know, they could look at that stuff. Yeah. Well, there's a reason why. I breathe funny when my leg hurts, because it's really hard. It's painful. It's very painful. Very, very painful. I can't. Sorry, guys. Ooh. Both my legs, and it's always in the winter. Even when I have a place, it's always like that. Like, I have to turn to one side, then I have to turn to the other, because my leg always gets this like pain in the winter. So, you know, oop. Well, so you know. While the doctor isn't going to tell me anything, because the doctor tells me I'm fine. I had knee pain for a long time, and they told me that everything was okay. I know it's not okay, because sometimes my knee hurts so bad that I can't walk up the stairs. And it's like a pain that comes and goes. And every time I go to the doctor, they tell me, oh, you don't have anything wrong with you, you're fine. I know I have something wrong with me. I also sleep a lot. That's not good. I can't even function most of the day because I'm so tired sometimes. Now that I'm out here, you know, I don't have a choice, but, you know, because I've been forced to stay awake. But it was just like, when I had a place, I slept a lot. And even at my apartment, I slept a lot. I slept till the next day, and I kept telling them, like, hello, this is not normal. Like, I can't even stay awake. I'm always tired. Like, I'm just so dragged down, you know? And it's not like because a feeling of depression. It's literally, I'm tired, like, all day.
Maybe because we need to get a good sleep in a good bed for a while.
No, but when I had a place, it was still the same.
Oh.
It was still like that. You know that. I slept a lot. And it wasn't because, you know, I was just so tired. I didn't even want to get up and do anything. Like, and that's not good. And I tell the doctors that they're like, well, you're okay.
Yeah, you felt like that, but you got up and did. We were doing a lot of stuff.
I know, but most of the time I slept, which was not good. Because if I had to do social media 24/7, I can't be sleeping. And I told the doctors that they never find anything. You know? I have bad knee pain sometimes. It went away. It's not like, but it'll come back. And then I don't use it fully because it hurts. And I have to use my knee. I can't be walking a certain way because then, you know, I have to get used to walking a regular way rather than using one leg to get up the stairs and then the other leg. It shouldn't have to be like that. all of these problems, the doctor will say, you're fine. I don't think I'm fine. Sometimes I'm not fine physically, and a lot of the days I'm not fine mentally either. Mentally, it's hard. Thank you for the gift points. It's very hard mentally. I need a patty melt too, damn it. I'm just kidding. No, I really don't. Do I need it? Yes. But do I need to not waste money, spend the money? No. But, oh well. I don't complain. When have I complained? Have I complained?
No.
Okay. Me talking about people is not complaining, considering the fact that it's crazy. Yeah, so apparently today, because this live stream popped up on my For You page, people found out that Ash Trevino has a job at a dentist's office. And they've been trying to call to get her fired. And it messes with me mentally, man. Like, because when I see that, right, there are people like me, you know, right? How am I supposed to do good or even do anything to help my family if I get a job and then I'll just get fired because people will do the same thing they do to Ash Trevino, which I'm not saying she doesn't deserve. She brought it on herself. Thank you for the gift points. But mentally, it's like I don't even have a way out of anything. You know, it sucks. And it's the fact that TikTok hasn't paid me on time. But I make money for this stupid app. Right? I make money and I'm not even a dollar. That's crazy. I make money for your stupid app and yet I'm still broke. I have over $1,000+ I don't even have access to most of it. That's crazy. All I know is I better get paid Wednesday. Jesus. I cannot function with this leg like this. And I don't have a choice. I have to sit because if I get out of the car, it's going to be slightly cold. It's not cold for me, but man, and I'm not getting out because I don't know what that cat was attacking. I make money for your app. And you couldn't restore my main live stream? Like, that's wild. You can't even pay me? Whoa, that's crazy. That's okay. What are your Xmas plans? To survive? Survive. We don't really celebrate Christmas. If we had a house, we probably would have decorated. But it's all about surviving. You guys can hear me, you're just pranking because people told me you can hear. Let's not say you can't hear. Okay? I don't care if you say you can't hear as a prank, that doesn't bother me. That's the least of my worries. You can hear because someone told me you can. It's a prank and I know it's a prank. I'm not going to end my live stream and restart. I'm not going to be concerned. Like, that's a little harmless prank I really don't give a fuck about. Jeez. Like, no, I just ate. We ate a ham sandwich. I had leftover barbecue cups from KFC because I was starving, and I'm thankful that people helped me to eat. But now we were able to get a few little bit of things. You know, I don't have money, so we can eat, like, you know, sandwich stuff, so that way we you know, we're not starving. At least we can eat something, right? And yeah, I was very thankful someone got me KFC, but I put honey barbecue cups, and I put it on my ham sandwich. That was good, man. But yeah, whose fault is that? I don't have money. That's TikTok's fault. That's TikTok's fault. I pay taxes. Funny story, we have to pay taxes on the gift points we get. We also have to pay taxes on the subscriptions. We pay taxes on the money we make from our videos. So if I pay taxes, which I had to put my tax information, why am I not getting paid? It's a job. I'm paying taxes just like everybody else. Like, I don't get it. I'm a taxpayer, and I can't even get paid on time. That's frustrating. Yes, I have had taxes in my life. I actually paid taxes when I worked at Dunkin'. Now that I'm self-employed, I have to do my own taxes. Hello? You don't get free money on TikTok. The gift points are also taxed. So are the subscriptions and the money you make from videos and the commissions. The commissions are taxed too, I think. Yeah, because TikTok doesn't pay me. You have to understand something, Maria. Not everyone can get a fucking 9-to-5 job, especially someone that is darker skinned than me and is a minority in this country. So if they depend on TikTok to make a living, because sometimes I make more than what minimum wages, and sometimes I make the same as you. That does not mean, right? That does not mean that the government is not to blame. Because if you really want to know who's to blame, then it's the government. If it's not TikTok, then it's the government. I'm not blaming myself for why this economy is jacked up, why nobody can afford to eat or can afford to live, but you want people to blame themselves because you were told to work till the day you died, living paycheck to paycheck and not being able to afford shit, Maria, because you, right, probably don't own your house or a car. You make, right? And this is what someone said about calling, which they were attacking Americans, right? But because, you know, Americans call the countries poor, let's say you make $3,500, but, you know, rent is like $2,000. Then you got electricity, $200, water, $200. By the end, they listed all this stuff. You only have $200 left. Who do you think is to blame? You have a CEO calling you poor fuckers and showing you what Christmas is supposed to look like with Louis Vuitton boxes under his tree because we can't afford Louis Vuitton, so we're poor fuckers because we can't afford the luxury items that he can afford. But we're the poor fuckers that is the reason why he's even rich. These CEOs don't give a fuck about nobody. Elon Musk could give two shits if you're homeless. You've got billionaires running this country, and for fuck's sake, are they gonna understand when we can't afford chicken? No, because they got the money to buy all the fucking chicken in the world if they wanted to. They're not gonna understand why we're begging them to lower grocery prices because their head's so far up their ass, they can't even see the problems we are going through because they're so rich. They don't got to worry about insurance policies turning them down and dying because they can't get cancer saving medicines. And people are going left and right. And they labeled a man who was so angry that his mother died because of these stupid ass policies a terrorist, even though he's not a terrorist. What was terrorist about him being angry over what happened to his mother? But yet these billionaires can unalive people and it's labeled as business. Right? Oh, let's deny these people their policies. Let's not allow these people to get their life-saving medicines. Oh, if they die, that's not murder. That's business. We're just business. Big business. I don't care if little Timmy can't afford his cancer treatments. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't care if his family's living paycheck to paycheck to even try to take care of him. That's not my problem. I'm here to make money. Forget the rest of us. That's crazy. And you labeled this man a terrorist? Are you kidding me? Some girl had the nerve with her whack-ass pottery, whatever that garbage was, holding in her hand talking about how everyone's glorifying Luigi. I'm like, what? Oh, you draw the line when it's a big billionaire that is unalived, but what about the millions of people they unalived and pass it off as a business? Oh, you didn't draw the line then. You didn't have anything to say then. Oh, it bothers you. That's crazy. People can't even afford health insurance policies or even have health insurance. Right? But yet, you want to blame Luigi? Girl, I don't know what to tell you. I knew somebody personally. She has to live with back pains and can't even walk properly because she can't afford the doctor. You tell me where that should be okay. Huh? Right? First of all, if you said I'm not Hispanic and you don't claim me, you're a dumbass bitch that lives paycheck to paycheck. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's always the people with 9-to-5 jobs always trying to diminish people that have dreams. It's always the people that hate their stupid ass jobs that won't quit it because we keep telling you quit your fucking job, but you won't do it. You take it out on other people. It's not my fault you have to work a 9-to-5 job. If you don't like it, then quit. Right? Like in that live stream, I'm all for, the accountability and calling Ash's job and all that. But there was a point where you was literally like, it seemed like you was talking down on people with 9-to-5 jobs. And then you started laughing and one person said they don't have to work. And they said if you could, you wouldn't have to work too. I don't got a job. I don't got to work at all. Okay, great. Because, someone said, do you all have jobs? And they said, one person said, no, I don't. I don't have to work, but was laughing. You would too if you couldn't. People don't have the luxury to not be able to work. I'm all for calling Ash's job, right? That's consequences of your actions. But when it comes to a point where it sounds like you're talking down when most of the people in that live had a 9-to-5 job, there's nothing funny. It's like, what are we doing? If you hate your job, quit it. And it's one thing to come on this app and tell people you're going to do something. You should have never went on the app and told people you was doing that. When they start calling your job and then they try to get you fired because they didn't like what you're doing to Ash, which I'm not saying she didn't deserve her job to be called. I'm not saying that. But people will get mad and do the same thing to you. You won't like it. You'll be coming on this app saying, I got fired. I don't know why. You could have just silently called her job and not ever made a live notifying people that she was working. You can't come to the internet for everything because it's not going to help you in the long run. You're going to cause yourself to lose your job over some woman over the internet. Just silently call her job and then not come to the internet with that. There are lots of people, right, who are going to do the same thing you do to Ash to you, and you have to be very careful. It's crazy out here. Like, I get it. A lot of you don't like Ashley. But I wouldn't be pulling up to her house, harassing a company, which I understand why, to a certain extent. But if they're not going to do anything about it, they're not going to do anything about it. You could be turned around and charged with harassment. Like, they don't care. You have to be careful how you move on this app. Sometimes you shouldn't come to the internet and tell people what you're doing, because then, you know, those haters that you were blocking out of the live are going to start sharing things. They're going to start posting your personal information, dox you, harass you, call your job. And I'm not saying people should, but that's how the internet works. If I knew somebody worked somewheres and they were a horrible person, I would call their job in silence. I wouldn't come on the app and be like, yo, I found out where this guy worked. Mass call his job. Like, it's not going to benefit you any. It really isn't. I'm just saying. Oh, man. Everything's just falling out of my bag. My library bag.
Your bag.
You grabbed a grocery bag and you said, this is my library bag. You made the choice.
Because there was no room for me. And you're the one who said, no, why are you taking that bag?
I didn't say, why are you taking the bag? You don't even carry the bag anyways. You want a library bag you don't carry.
Because you put your laptop in there.
But I have to carry all of my stuff on top of yours? You should carry your stuff. If not, then get a library bag you could carry. Jeez, she was like, she made a library bag and said, this is my library bag, and told me I took hers. I didn't take her library bag. She's the one who made a library bag and said, this is mine. So I said, okay. And I was already carrying the bag to begin with. Anyways. I'm not being disrespectful. What's wrong with me? Nothing. Am I being disrespectful?
No.
Okay.
We're just making jokes about a library bag. Not jokes, but being funny.
They literally complain about everything.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden they're in a huffy over a library bag. My God. Tophia argues with her mom over a library bag. Man, these people are something else. Because you said so? Okay. If you said money grew on trees, it would really grow on trees because you said so? Like, I'm tired of that, like, mentality of people being, well, it is because I said so. It's disrespectful because I said so. Okay, that's what you say. Crazy. Oh, now it's self-projection. How many times are you going to keep misusing the word projection and overusing projection? Projection is projecting one's feelings onto another. How is disrespectful a feeling? Explain that. You don't even know what the definition of projection is, but yet here you are saying projection. How is that projection? Do you know what projection is? You're projecting how you feel. That's like someone being homophobic and then turning around and it comes out they're gay, but they were projecting because why else do you think they was treating people like that? Because they couldn't be true with themselves. That's what projection is. You don't even know what the word manipulation is. You don't know narcissist. You don't know anything. Narcissists are people which I have a video that I'm going to post. So there's drama going down with Daniel Bergoli's mom, right? She's on the line. She's online, not on live, but online fighting people. I'm like, man, you took so much money from your daughter. Mind you, Danielle Bergoli spoke out about her mother. So, anyway, she said her mother's a narcissist. Thank you for the gift points. She said her mother, like, narcissists love having a big crowd. And they'll get people to believe something because in real life, they won't get people in their real life to believe it. But they could get people online to believe it. I said, that sounds like a large group of people I know. Right? But anyways, in that, she admitted that her mom had been contacting the Dr. Phil show since she was 2 years old. You mean to tell me you went on Dr. Phil when your daughter was a teen and lied and made people believe? I can't even. That's crazy. You were contacting Dr. Phil since she was 2? Thank you for the gift points. That's crazy. Your daughter has cancer and is fighting cancer while having an boyfriend. I can't say that, ABUSIVE boyfriend, and you're fighting with other people on the internet telling a black woman that she's being racist towards white people, and then doxed her kids and doxed her kids in their full name. Your daughter is gonna die from cancer, sadly, and you're on the internet fighting with people instead of being there for your daughter. Are you kidding me? You care more about your image than your daughter that has cancer. What kind of a mother are you? This is what really makes me hate Dr. Phil, because you made your daughter look like a horrible person. You had everyone believe she was this problematic teen, and then you are a horrible mother behind the scenes. A very horrible mother. And you care more about your image than your daughter who has a chronic illness? If I found out my kid had an illness, I wouldn't be online fighting with black women. That's one thing I wouldn't do. You're saying she was being racist towards white people when your daughter has been using very bad AAV thinking she was a black woman. I don't know. Something's not right. That's crazy. And it came on my For You page too, and I responded because I'm like, this lady needs help. Serious help. Contacting Dr. Phil since your daughter was 2 years old? Wow. You mean to tell me she got sent to one of those ranches that is being under investigation because there was a kid at the same ranch that Daniel Bergoli went to that unalived, sadly, because of their practices, and you sent her to one of those ranches? Wow. Well, I can't process. Like, imagine your parent sending you to one of those ABUSIVE ranches that hurts children to uphold an image that they're a good mother, when in reality they were contacting Dr. Phil, emailing Dr. Phil since her daughter was 2 years old, and she got sent to one of those ranches to go through hell, and is still going through hell with her personal business being sprawled on the internet. I mean, of course, obviously she puts it on there, but still. And sadly, sadly is diagnosed with cancer, and all you could think about is your image, after you stole money from her, your daughter was making $50 million, and you only gave her an allowance of $500. Thank you for the gift points. She only had a spending limit of $500 on her credit card. And you mean to tell me you want to make people believe that you're a good mother? You stole that girl's money, your own daughter's money, telling the internet that she was broke. Yeah, I was pissed broke because my mom only gave me a spending limit of $500. This girl made $50 million, was making millions of dollars off of her music, and her mother only gave her a spending limit of $500. Man, that's one greedy mother. And I'm glad I don't have family members that would come to me and try to rob me of my money, because my family isn't like that. I appreciate having a mother that wasn't like these other mothers, but it's sad because I, see this and I'm like, wow. If I was you, Miss Bergoli, I would get off the internet. I would stop worrying about trying to protect my image. You've done enough damage to your daughter, and you've done enough damage to yourself, and you're going to do more damage to yourself. You didn't care how she was acting all over the internet when you was getting some money. Mind you, she wasn't probably acting that problematic, but she kind of was. She fought Will Vicky once. That's why I hate family channels with a passion. They use their kids for money. Their kids are the whole content. These parents are the reason why they have a place. They have lights. They can buy multiple houses and build them. It's like the whole thing which people were starting to realize about Ryan's toys. And I was like, if that's true with Ryan's toys, like what his parents are doing, that's horrible. You're on the internet. Your kids are making money for you. And you take their money? That's wild. I already said why I'm having problems breathing. It's not, my nose is plugged. I'm still going through that sickness thing, but my legs hurt. It's a sore, well not sore, it's a pain. Because the winter, and it's both legs. That's basically, and I can't get down because, technically it's not cold, but I don't want to get down. And just,
Once we're settled in, we're settled in.
I don't yell at my mom. YouTube, do I yell at you?
No.
I've already explained to these people that sometimes I have to talk loud because when your hearing aid doesn't work, you can't hear me.
Work.
These people don't listen. Hold on, guys. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh Lord, I can't, Hold on, guys. But yeah, anyways, it's just, you know, well, I'm gonna be reading Reddit stories, I think. I was gonna do true crime, but I've already explained why I'm not doing that, so yeah. You know, my leg is sore. Christmas Eve is tomorrow. Jeez. Christmas is already here. Dang. Nothing. We don't really celebrate Christmas. Oh, Lord. Ouch. It's okay. Oh, Lord. My leg. I can't even. Yes, my leg. And no, I would have been suffering if I had a place too, because I've had this pain. Even when I was at the apartment, it's a pain. I turn to one side, then I turn to the other. My legs are always sore during the winter. I don't know what this pain is. It's always during the winter. Bro. Yes, I do have a coat. I have a pullover on. Thank you for the gifts. That kind of looks like Lightning McQueen, but it's not. It's just Team Power. Man, I tried to watch a movie earlier and it just kept loading. Because I was watching Jingle All the Way. But it just kept loading. Yeah, I do. No, but I'm not gonna go outside anyways because it's not the fact that it's cold. I just don't want to get down. I'm just gonna get comfortable and get ready to go to sleep and probably get off and watch some lives. But I haven't even been that live for that long because my phone's not halfway. Once my phone gets halfway, I get off and then I charge it and then I go live. So, because you know, jeez, you're never leaving that car. Well, okay, that's what you say. That's your opinion, not mine. Why is it that you have to know everything? Right? You're the one that's like, you put all your business out there. Then you're the same people that literally is online trying to get business when I told you I'm not telling you nothing. Mind your business. Right? That's crazy. If I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing to get out of the car, why would I tell people when I'm getting harassed and doxxed? What, do you want me to say, oh, I'm going to go buy that house in the South Valley on River Road or wherever? Like, no, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing because I'm not going to get myself doxxed. It's none of your business. Jesus. I like Tyler, the Creator. Here we go with the Leave Tyler, the Creator alone. Even though I've been listening to him for a long time. Jesus Christ. Bro. I really do. I do have some Advil, but I'm trying to save those till I get some more. Oh, Lord, help me. Oop. Jesus. I can't even. Thank you for the heartbeat. I need to get my 2 blankets. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. We're gonna find you one. No, you're not. And if you do find me, right, and you do dox me, I'm gonna keep that as documentation and I'll immediately report it to the police. You're not gonna find where I'm at. And if my house does get doxed, well, I'm gonna report it to the police immediately. You're not gonna get away with it. Let me tell you something. You would be a stupid idiot to dox me again. And if someone does dox me again, well, don't be mad when people match energy. If someone's address happened to get leaked, don't come to me and say, well, it's your fault. No, you dox people. So if someone doxes you and matches energy, I don't want to hear it. I don't. Maybe you shouldn't do things that's going to cause people to match energy with you. You ain't going to threaten me about doxing because that'll be the last thing you do. I wouldn't dox people because I wouldn't want to get doxed. And the people of the Discord doxed people and they got doxed. Mind you, someone gave me all the moderators' information from the Discord. I know who every last one of them is. All I had to do is find out who was sending people to my door and provide the information to your local police. Do you think, like, just as easy as it was for that person to find their information, you know, they could find yours? I wouldn't go about doxing people online. That's why I said I'm not going to dox people, because then it causes me to get doxed. Yeah. You don't do what you don't want done to you. You continue to keep doxing people and you're going to get doxed. You think that you're exempt. Someone might match your energy, and when they do it, you ain't gonna like it, because people started coming to me on my main page saying, it's your fault. No, it's your fault you're getting doxed. Why are you in a Discord knowing they're actively doxing people? But, what? Yeah, that's a you problem, not me. Sorry. I'm sorry. My priorities are messed up? Okay, Mom, my priorities are messed up.
Messed up what?
They said my priorities are messed up. You know what is stupid is trying to tell someone to do something that they have no control over?
Telling people why they're going to get doxxed if they don't stop is not messed up priorities.
First of all, I've already explained what I have to do to get out of the car to an extent. I'm not telling everybody everything. So what more am I supposed to fucking do? I went to the library. I did what the fuck I had to do. So why are we sitting here telling someone their priorities are messed up? Like, what? Okay, you know what their logic is? I'm gonna go get a job so I could get fired. I'm gonna still have to.
Isn't that messed up priority?
And it's not only that. I'm going to be living out of my car while also working at the job, because even with my job, I'm not gonna make enough to afford it. Even if I was still working at that job for a year, we would still be in the car.
Yeah.
We still wouldn't be able to afford it.
Isn't that messed up priority?
Oh, well, and they're gonna say, well, why doesn't your brother go work? And then we'll both have a job and we still won't be able to afford it.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, Mom, you know that if you work and you only make $600, you can save it to afford a place? You can't save to afford a place because you have to be making 3 times your rent.
Go get your job, Tophia. Bring $600 to the car and save it. Don't eat. Don't put gas.
But it's not that. Even if we save it, we still wouldn't be able to be accepted anywhere because you have to make 3 times the rent. So even if I was making $600, it doesn't qualify me to get a place because you have to make 3 times the rent.
No,
I don't know why
saying,
people don't understand that.
It?
But they're saying save to be able to pay for the place. So I'll save for 1 month and then I won't pay the next month. Are they dumb? And plus we wouldn't even get accepted into the place because you have to have 3 times. No one's making $3,000 at McDonald's. It's because people, the government has everything so fucked up, people couldn't pay their rent. So now these places are blaming us. So some of us who could have afforded a place can't because now they want to make sure you can be able to pay rent. That's why they charge 3 times the rent.
Yeah.
Because now they're like, oh, well, we want to ensure that you can pay the rent. That's why we charge 3 times, because people wasn't paying their rent. That's what it was. We're being punished for other people who were struggling to pay their rent. That doesn't make sense. Why would you as a place be like, well, now you have to have 3 times the rent, knowing that these people were struggling to pay their rent in the first place? What makes you think people are going to be able to pay their rent now? It's not possible. No, you shut up. It's my live stream. You don't like the fact that I'm telling the truth because I won't blame myself. Okay? That's like mothers who blame themselves because they can't afford Christmas for their kids because capitalism has us all fucked up that we feel less than because we can't afford shit. When literally it is the government's fault for why the economy is fucked up. So no, you shut the fuck up. How about that? Stop fucking telling homeless people they're to blame for being homeless because your stupid fat ass lives in a fucking house stuffing their gut. Choke on a Dorito. I'm so sick and fucking tired of people having no compassion for nobody, not understanding why people are homeless. Because you live in a house. No one gives a fuck. That's the reason why we have a dumbass president running for presidency, because no one gave a fuck. You don't see the issues because it's not happening to you. Because you're not going through what other people are going through. You don't care. You could care less. Oh, well, I'm not going through it, so fuck everyone else. Oh, I can afford groceries. It's not that bad. I can afford to live. Why can't you? It's so fucked up how you guys treat people and say there's fucking excuses. I'm not giving anybody the motherfucking goddamn satisfaction of getting me fired from my job because they want to mass call my job and then laugh about it.
And that's not excuses. That's reality.
They're already fucking doing it. Calling somebody's job saying they're a hazard. You're a hazard. The government should put a sign on you. Stay the fuck away from this person. You guys dox people day in and day out. You harass people. You think it's totally okay, and then you laugh about it. But if I was to flip the script to do that to you, you would be calling the police. Cop caller. She's threatening me. She doxed me. Right? Oh, But it's a problem when people start matching energy. Then if I was to match energy, that would be a problem. Why? Because I got a large following? Because you're worried that almost 400,000 people saw where you lived? Well, maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't do it to someone else and think that it's okay. You know? I would never go out here and dox people, like I said. But, you know, maybe sometimes some of you need to feel how some of us feel. You don't care because it's not happening to you. And then when it does, you don't like it. I don't get it. You shouldn't be out here doing things to people you wouldn't want done to you. That's reality. That's real reality. Oh, really? Okay. Well, let me show you something. Oh, now you can't talk. Pay up. You want to tell me shut up? Now you have to shut up. Oh, you can't talk. Okay. My bad. I thought I gave you privileges to talk. Now you don't get any privileges to talk. Talking is a privilege. You don't have that privilege. Of course you can talk. You're subscribed. I'm a hobo. That's funny. That is funny. Watch them say, oh my gosh, she crashed out. Just because I said fucking and I said all of this stuff, now they're gonna say I crashed out. That's not even crashing out. People are so idiotic sometimes. My mom doesn't have cancer. Thank you for the gift points. This is crazy. Man. Jesus Christ. Oh, look. Someone has KYS Tophia. Okay. I'm not giving you the satisfaction of doing that. But, no, I'm not even gonna say it. No, my mom doesn't have cancer. She doesn't have cancer. No. You're probably talking about when I said, thank you for the rose, when I said that she went to the doctors, mistook something she had for cancer. So it was a scare. We had a cancer scare because they told her that she had or she might have had cancer. I don't know if they told her she had cancer. That's why she came and she told us that about having cancer, but it wasn't. It was something else. See, here's the thing. You call me the R word being totally ableist, right? Telling me to shut up, but yet no one's harassing you. You see, this is what and you call me a hypocrite, right? Like, literally a subscriber called me a hypocrite. But these people could be racist and do exactly what I'm doing. But they don't get the same treatment. Look like, see someone telling me to do that to myself, right? It's crazy. Like, you guys are such hypocrites. Then you're gonna say you don't even know who that person is, so there's nothing you could do about it. Here comes the excuses. It's always an excuse. We don't know who that is. Yeah. Yeah. It's so crazy. It's literally the people doing the same thing, but you say you don't know them, so you can't do anything about it. Sure. Yeah. You know that account that says my mom has cancer that doesn't? Why don't you go beg Ashley to block you? Unblock you. You literally have in your bio unblock me, like if she's gonna unblock you. Imagine being that much obsessed over someone that you're upset they blocked you. Wow. Go beg Ashley to unblock you. Self-projection. First of all, I didn't get blocked like Ash. I didn't get blocked by Ash Trevino. I can watch her live stream anytime I want to. So how is it projection? You don't see me having unblocked me in my bio. Someone blocks me, oh wow, I move on. It sounds like projection from you, because most of the subs which I've acknowledged are trolls. Imagine paying $89 being a troll on Ash Trevino's live stream and then saying unblock me. You guys must be that obsessed. I don't spend my hard-earned money on someone that I don't like and then claim and complain she's making all this money when you're the ones contributing to her. You're the reason why she is the way she is, and then you guys are so obsessed, just block her. You don't like her, don't give her engagement. How hard is it to block somebody? You don't know how to use your fingers? Are your fingers not working properly? Because I'm pretty sure you know how to block people. Oh, I have a big back and I'm a homeless bitch. Okay, who cares? No, thank you for subscribing. I didn't know I had a big back. I thought it was a skinny back. I'm sorry. My bad. You know, it was all in my head. Like, you think calling me a hobo is gonna do something? It's not. You see, this proves how obsessed and chronically online people are. Because these are the same people that have 100+ emails. You know that they make emails to make new accounts, right? And it's so easy. Why are they making 100+ emails when they could just block me? It's literally proving that you're the ones that are weird. But okay. Like, okay.